Speaking for the chronically tardy, I appreciate you not starting early.
You say 7? What do you say?
Okay, we're live.
Barbara, ignore my phone call. I was panicked. So ignore the message.
Two minutes.
Oh, that was nice. She gave me a little cash cup.
You use a big dish cup if you want.
Is this distracting for you?
Notice it's a different font.
Oh, I probably have. Well, this is the one that Lynn sent out, so. This is just emergency backup.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's delightful to be together. Some of us were together for the Shavuot holiday last evening and this morning, and we go right from the festival holiday into Shabbat. And what a Shabbat this is. It's the women of Temple Sinai, or Watts Shabbat, and I'm delighted to support these incredible women who are going to be leading us in the service today as I play guitar for other people to sing. And we're going to start tonight with a song that most of us know pretty well. It's pretty easy, called Ma Yafeh Hayom. What a lovely day. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Last time, sing it home. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Yourself.
Our one touch of Sabbath light
Begins at the edge of time, honoring the women who came before us, connecting us to a rich tradition. It gently moves from woman to woman, sister to sister. We are one humanity, the strength of many women. We begin with one pair of candles, which ignite the next.
Our one touch of Sabbath light
Energizes us with the power of its glow, drawing our hopes together, empowering us to speak out for justice. It gently moves from woman to woman, sister to sister, gradually illuminating the world.
Our one touch of Sabbath light
invites us to a day of reflection, rejuvenating our souls and gathering our strength. It gently moves from woman to woman, sister to sister, inspired to live deeper and stronger.
Our one touch of Sabbath light
Glows on diverse faces, stretching across the globe, some of us born, all of us choosing. It gently moves from woman to woman, sister to sister. We come together to make light.
Our one touch of Sabbath light
Connects, empowers, rejuvenates, and inspires us. Respecting the past, excited for the future, we continue our work, gently moving from woman to woman, sister to sister, each with her light, as women of Reform Judaism.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'yahavahu ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta v'yatanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat.
Turn next to Lecha Dodi. Welcome in the Shabbat bride. Yalla la la la, Lecha Dodi. Yalla la la la, Lekra Kala. Yalla la la la, Penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat Nekabala. Yalla la la la, Lecha Dodi. Yalla la la la, Lekra Kala. Yalla la la la, Penei Shabbat, Penei Shabbat Nekabala. Shamor v'zachor, Yibor Echad, Ishmianu El Amiuchad, Adonai Echad, Ushmo Echad, L'Shemol Tiferet V'Litila, Yalalai, Yalalai, Lecha Dodi, Yalalai, Likrat Kala, Yalalai, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat Nekabala, Yalalai, Lecha Dodi, Yalalai, Likrat Kala, Yalalai, Pnei Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat Nekabala. Likrat Shabbat, Lekhu B'nelcha, Ki hu Mekor HaBeracha, במחשבה תחילה, יאללה לה לך דודי, יאללה לה לקראת כלה, יאללה לה בני שבת נקרב לה דודי, יאללה לקראת כלה, יאללה בני שבת נקרב לה, התעוררי, באורק ומאורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, יאללה לך דודי, יאללה לקראת כלה, יאללה בני שבת נקרב לה, יאללה לך דודי, יאללה לקראת כלה, יאללה בני שבת נקרב לה. We stand for Boi v'Shalom, and if we can, face towards the entrance. Boi v'Shalom, ateret bala, gam besimcha ubsohala, toch emunei am sekula. Boi chala, yalla kadodi, yalla likrat kala, yalla bnei Shabbat kamala, yalla kadodi, yalla likrat kala, yalla bnei Shabbat kamala. To continue with the Chatzi Kaddish, Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabba, v'yelamad yivrak ruteh v'yamlich tachuteh, v'chayachon v'meichon v'chay l'chol Beit Yisrael, Bagala ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעלמי עלמיה יפרח וישבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריך לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ביעלמה ויאמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
I lift up my eyes by Lois Gibson. I lift my eyes and see the glory of the universe, creation in all its shapes and sizes and colors and forms. I lift my heart and I feel the pulse of life around me, the beat of other hearts, the tempo of the days, the nights, the seasons, the rhythms of the universe. My soul rises, and I am filled with the joy of discovery, with the thrill of living, with the knowledge of divine creation, and with the blessings of love. Baruch ata Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening.
The voice of a woman is immodest. The voice of a woman chants Torah. The voice of a woman demands justice. The voice of a woman comforts a child. The voice of a woman sings with joy. The voice of a woman teaches the ignorant. The voice of a woman prays with devotion. What should be forbidden is silence. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Baruch Shem, Kavod, Malchuto, Leolam, Va'ed.
Please have a seat and join from your homes. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'adecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam la'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isha'arecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohehem Emet.
We continue with Debbie Friedman's Micha Mocha. Let's try it again. The words. Malachut echad ahuvanecha, u'kayam likri Moshe. Ze'eli anu v'yamru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha neder b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot osefele. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing the song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamideinu shoreinu lechayim, lechayim, lechayim. Baruch ata Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasod et ha-Shabbat, le'doretom barit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasod et ha-Shabbat, le'doretom barit olam. B'nei Israel, B'nei Israel, Le'olam, Shamru B'nei Israel, La'at ha-Shabbat, La'asod et ha-Shabbat, le'doretom barit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, Asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat, le'doretom barit olam. Uvayim pashti, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat, le'doretom barit olam.
I am a Jew who is a woman, and I pray. I braid the dough for the challah and bless the Shabbat candles, and wrap myself in the talit I have woven, and I pray. I am a link between those who stood at Sinai and those who survived the Shoah, those who would dream and build futures, and those who will gather the shattered shards of glass to heal the world. And I pray. I am a woman who is a Jew.
Adonai Sefetai Tiftahu Fi Agita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לפני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מחכה לחיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Mi chamocha ba'gevurot umido melach, melech memit umechaye umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lechayot hakol. Baruch ata Adonai mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, ukdoshim b'chol yom yalu chasela. Baruch ata Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Holy One of Being, help us replace the earthbound things, confines of space with Sabbath eyes and Sabbath heart. Help us to climb to reach that place in sacred time where we can find our Sabbath soul. Help us, we pray, to recognize your holiness, to sanctify and to embrace the Sabbath day, your precious gift, with love and grace.
Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadka v'yira na'avod.
Join together in a prayer of thanksgiving. Modim, modim, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu. I will give thanks for the sunshine. I will give thanks for the rain. I will give thanks for the good times and pray they come again. Modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu. I will give thanks for my life. I will give thanks for your love. I will give thanks for your goodness. You know I never get enough. Modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach, modim anachnu lach. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulachana el hodot.
Giver of peace, teach us to see ourselves in the face of the other, that we may learn to be patient with fault, generous in love, sparing with anger. Help us to understand that our little lives are potent with great good, that we are healers in your image, that reaching out in need of you to others more in need, we find you near. Give us the grace simply to be kind, then peace must surely come to dwell among us.
Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Yatahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Yatahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarer et amcha Yisrael b'chol ein u'b'chol sha'a Mishlomecha. Shalom Rabbi Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Prayers of our hearts, I'm hopeful that you'll take this time of quietude and think of women who have helped shape you into the person you are, whether you're a man watching this service and participating, or a woman who's been inspired. Think of one woman to whom you owe gratitude for making you the Jewish woman that you are today. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
At this point in our service, our thoughts drift to those who are in need of healing, healing of body, healing of soul, healing of emotion. We invite you to embrace those names in your hearts. If you care to share them, you can share them in the chat. And we will hold them all close. Yisheberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Yisheberach imotenu Mekor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
You ready for me?
We're ready for you, Mimi.
Okay. It's so strange to be sitting here at my dining room table at a computer, getting ready to do a Devar Torah. I've done many, many Devar Torahs, but the circumstances of this one in many ways are different from anything I've ever done. And also much more to the moment. The whole thing about writing a Devar for me is finding the link between the Torah and today, between the Torah and something personal. And this is perfect. This moment is perfect. The irony that we're studying the book of Numbers as we are currently swamped by numbers of cases of COVID, numbers of dead. We are absolutely deluged by numbers. I'm not a big fan of numbers because there are too many of them, but I'm forced to look at them because they come up all the time. But the Hebrew name for this book is Bamidbar, which means wilderness. And I found a wonderful passage in the Women's Commentary. Wilderness is a place or time without orienting landmarks or structure. Numbers charts the journey through a wilderness and attempts to create new structures in this intermediary space for future life in the land. And that's where we are now. We're trying to find a new kind of space where we can not just survive, but to thrive and to be who we are. We don't know what the future is going to look like. Nobody does. So I found it very ironic that of all times, this is the Parsha. The census is a big deal no matter where you are or who you are. The government pays extraordinary attention to the census, pays people money to take it, and it has to do with allocation of resources. So the census is a big deal, but it's more than that. As Kathy Droz so beautifully said last Saturday morning at Minyan, taking a census, God is telling Moses to lift up the head of each of the Israelites, not just count them like bing, bing, bing on top of your head, but lift up the head. And when you lift up the head, you see the face. So I think that's what we're all about here. Numbers are symbols. A number is meaningless if you don't know what that number is standing for. So it's a symbol. Every number is a symbol of a person. And that became extraordinarily clear to me. Actually, last Sunday, my next text is going to be the New York Times Sunday paper, where the front page listed, I don't know if it listed all 100,000 of them, but a goodly amount of them. And I started to read them, and it's not what I expected. Bassie Offlong, 25, Michigan, saw friends at their worst, but brought out their best. Bobby Joseph Herbert, 81, Cut Off, Louisiana, a 33-year career with the Louisiana Department of Transportation. Minette Goff Cooper, 79, Louisiana, loved big and told people she loved them all the time. Jessica Beatrice Cortez, 32, Los Angeles, immigrated to the United States 3 years ago. Marie Coronia, 84, Inwood, New York, iconic figure in the Inwood community. It was so much more than just, here's what they worked at, here's their age. It gave insight, personal insight into each of those people that were written about. And I couldn't read a whole lot of them at one time because it was just overwhelming. And I found one that really struck me. The girl's name was Kira. She spelled it wrong, as my daughter would say. She spelled it K-Y. Kira Swartz, 33, New York, volunteered for pet rescue organizations. So it gives a tiny, tiny glimpse into who these people were. They weren't just numbers. They're not just a piece on a graph. They were human beings. They had lives, they had goals, they had ideas, and they certainly didn't intend to have those ideas and those lives and those goals squashed so finally and so quickly. And I'm going to make a cosmic leap, but I know you'll come with me. At our Watts meetings, we lift up the head of every single woman around that table. We take account of how many people are at the table by checking off on the attendance sheet. But we take account of who we are as people by going around and sharing good news and anything that we want to share with other people, personal information. And we also partnered with Worth Manifesto to show immigrants fleeing certain death that they do count. Another definition for the word count is matter. When you count, you matter. You have significance. You have a place in this world that is important. And that, I think, is the big lesson for me out of this. I am in a wilderness now. The only way I know what day it is to go look at my pillbox. And I asked my husband what day it was, and he said, I don't know, but I think it ends in Y. So this is a wilderness, but we're finding our way. And actually, we're finding ways, I think, to connect with each other that we never, quote, had the time for before. I pick up my phone and just call people because I know they're home. You know, were they going to be the beach? I don't think so. And the person whom I think I unconsciously model a whole lot of times about individualizing each person and honoring each person is you, Jamie. The goofy question every Saturday morning asks something about us that may seem insignificant on the surface, but it brings back all kinds of memories. And as you said, way, way, way long ago, you can't pray well with strangers. And we're not strangers to each other. And you know stuff about us that we, I think, may have forgotten. And if you ask him, Jamie will tell you how my then boyfriend drove 5 hours to Ohio University to see me for 20 minutes and then turned around and drove home. He knows that story. He'll tell you more about my wedding than I can remember. He didn't do it, but he could tell you about it. So you have taught us what it is to lift up each head. Each one of us is important. Each one of us matters. And that's why you matter so much to us. You give dignity to every person you speak with. You give dignity to, especially to small children. I mean, you're really good with small children. And watching you name a baby, I don't even need to know the baby and I cry. Because that's giving dignity to the baby, that's giving dignity to the parents and anybody else in that congregation who knows that family. So you have taught us how much we all count. And in this wilderness, I'm glad you're the shepherd, because I know your sense of direction is not the best, but we're trying. No, my sense of direction, I get lost in a paper bag. That's you. That's true. But we will go on. This congregation will go on, and it'll go on well. We will be different, because as you often say, you can't walk in the same stream twice, because the stream is different and so are you. Because you have taught us well. And the best teaching, in my experience, extincts itself. When a teacher is no longer needed, that's really a huge compliment, because it means that his or her students can go on without the teaching because it's internalized. You're in our hearts, and you will always be in our hearts. And I'm speaking for myself, but I know there's a lot of other people out there going, Your impact on Temple Sinai is irreplaceable. This place is the way it is now because of your 32 years with us. And so for everybody, but especially I speak for Watts, because you've been our biggest champion from day one. And we want you to know that we thank you and we love you. And Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Speaking of weddings, not yours, but there was a wedding that happened 30 years ago. And I want Mara and Rick to hold hands. And I want you to show everybody that you're holding hands, okay? There you go. I so wish I could be with you and put my hands on your heads and draw us the three of us together. Richard, you and Mara are an amazing couple and worthy of every bit of blessing we can offer you. And so here are my words that I would offer you in the sanctuary. Makora Shalom V'Ruach Ahava, a source of peace and spirit of love. Mara and Richard, the way they have been for 30 years. They have shared every triumph, and they have shared every challenge as well. And the challenges that were hard and might have broken others have simply brought them closer together. You both not only have shown strength for each other, but leadership for our community, both of you in the classroom and in the sanctuary, and in just pointing out what it is to live a whole Jewish life. You may know that I am not friendly with numbers myself, but 30 in Gematria can be formed in two ways. One is Kaf and Yud, which is ki, which means you were together 30 years, ki, because we cannot imagine the world any other way. And the other is Bet, Kaf, Chet, Bekoach. You have not only shown love, but you've shown incredible strength in living every day, in strengthening the bonds of your family, in sharing your love with all of us. May you be blessed throughout your lives, as you've been a blessing to all of us, even as you're blessed at this moment. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and keep you. May God cause God's light to shine on you and within you and be gracious to you. May God lift up God's presence to you always, so that you, over the next 30 years, continue to travel toward a place of wholeness and fulfillment. May you continue to take joy in every line and every gray hair, just a little grayer now, these last 2 months. And may you never forget to laugh with and for each other, the laughter of wholeness and peace, as together we all say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. As you know so well, praise you, Adonai our God, ruler of all, who has caused us to live, sustained us, and allowed us to reach this happy time in your lives, which is so happy for all of us. As together we all say, Amen. Cannon Berman, I think you have announcements.
Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome. Love.
Yes, I do, but I ask everybody to help me make sure I remember everything. Tomorrow morning, we have Torah study at 8:30. All the information is on the Zoom link. Is on the temple email link. There will be Shabbat morning services at 9:15. I will be hosting Havdalah at 8:30 tomorrow evening. If we've got a nice group, we can do some singing, and certainly introduce people that may not know one another. This week, we have Rabbi Gibson Shiur on Monday. And
may I fill in or no?
Please, you can.
The Hartman Learning Seminar is at 9:15 on Sunday, and Canner Berman's Bereshit class is at 10:30. Yes, Canner Berman?
Yes.
Okay. On Monday morning, we're starting a new program, 1/2 hour from 9 to 9:30, called Meditation and Music and Living in the Moment, how to find ourselves focused and rooted in this difficult time through music, meditation, and chant. The Rosh Chodesh group is meeting on Tuesday, June 2nd at 7:30, and Parsha's meeting Wednesday at noon. We each, Canterbury and I, have office hours. Mine is Thursday, June 4th at 10 o'clock, and Canterbury, I think yours is on Friday?
Yes, at 2.
This next Friday, we're going to be sharing services with Road of Shalom, not for the holiday, but because they want to be part of one of the final services that I am at. So they are not going to be praying at 5:30 as they usually do. They're coming to be with us at 7 o'clock, and we're sharing the service. And we're going to have some tunes that you don't know and some tunes that I know that you love. So we hope, and the week after that, just looking down the road a bit, is going to be the Pride Shabbat on the 12th. And we're so proud of our Pride tribe for leading services the way they are doing. And I'm so incredibly proud of Women of Temple Sinai. Years ago, Lynn Lazar came to me and said, you know, we have to make the case for a strong sisterhood at Temple Sinai. I said, no, you don't. I'm Lois Gibson's son. The case is already made. What we need to do is to simply draw women to the banner. And Louise Malakoff, you were such an incredible person to help move that new phase of Women of Temple Sinai. And without your foundational work, this service could not have happened so many years later. So everyone owes you a debt as well. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the blessings you have given me. I'm going to rise.
It's traditional to turn towards the east, if you know which way that is. And we rise, if we can, for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
As we prepare to say Mourner's Kaddish, we pause to remember members of our own sisterhood and pillars of sisterhood for whom we are grateful. Nat Diamondstone, Jane Siegel, Nancy Pompan, and Lois Gibson. They are our past, and we are their future.
Before Kaddish, we remember those whose yahrzeits occur in this week and those who died in more recent days. This week, we especially remember the yahrzeits of Erwin Harold Edelman, Helen Danovitz Berenfield, Norman H. Bernstein, Isaac Birnbaum, Janine Carter Boninger, and Jesse J. Cohen. Sumner Edelstone, Steve Entrikin, Sarah Fireman, and Catherine Gordon Fishback. E. Dale George, Leonard Gettleman, and Rebecca Goldman. Norman Grossman, Erwin Eisenson, Emmanuel D. Karsh, and Carrie Klein Roth. Maurice Quasser, Jack Lebowitz, and Irving Leon. Eva Levy, Ladislaus Lowy, Melvin Myers, and Alan Miller. Miriam Palmer, Arlene Rosenberg, Abram Samuels, and Nellie Schnirov. Abe Sharinsky, Barris Siegel, and Estelle Smith. Alexander Steiner, Robert Weinstein, Victor Wertheimer, Creighton Wheeler, Albert M. Wiggins Jr., and Edward Wolfe. And now we remember those whose recent deaths we still mourn: Carol Adelsheimer, Dory Glosser Rudolph, Myrna Miller, and Evelyn Berman. If you are in mourning, we ask you to rise, or if you simply want to show your connection to those who are in mourning, you might rise as the Kaddish is declared by mourners. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbi, V'Alma, Divra,
ימליך מלכותי, וחייכם וביומכם, וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו, אמן. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mavorach Le'olam Ulialmei Almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'halal shemed kusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimroma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
As we chose by our life, or do we have a choice? Our tasks choose us, or so it seems. Are we silent behind inner walls, or do we have a voice? Chosen and elected, can we shape our dreams? How we meet the surge of life, this inner stance is ours, to greet the roistering days with wonder at creation. The hands we use, the words we say in dark or shining hours, strengthen us to face each day in affirmation. Oak strong together, hope banishes fear away, finding strength and worth as we choose to serve each day. And our spirits are lifted as we feel the presence of a higher soul, of God. We say to each other, I will be there for you, for WRJ, for Judaism. Here I am, we say to each other and God. Hineni. Amen.
Amen.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. Ledor vador nagid godlecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy, we are children of your way, and the words that bring us meaning we will have the strength to say. Ledor vador nagid godlecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will. Last time. Ledor vador nagid godlecha. Ledor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will praise your name. Bruchim atem b'voachem, bruchim atem b'tzeitchem me'etav olam. May be blessed every place you come into God's world. May you be strengthened every place you come in, so that you may go out with hands full of inspiration, with the values that we know we must impact the world with, to make this world a world of justice for those who suffer, and to make sure that everyone is treated as a creature and a loved person of God. May you be blessed everywhere you go. And I hope that you have some animal crackers or baked goods near, because I'll end the way we always do. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei mizonot. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all, who makes all kinds of different foods. And how many, can you stop it and just put it on gallery so we can see everybody? How many of you have eaten cheesecake, sour cream, ice cream, or some dairy? What did unmute yourselves. What did Peter make?
Peter made a Nutella cheesecake with chocolate icing.
With Benjamin.
With Benjamin.
Wow.
Yeah. We can send you the recipe if you want it. It is really good.
That would be great.
Mara, what did you make?
Homemade blintzes
Homemade blend.
and cheesecake.
Okay. Susan, did you make anything dairy? You're muted. You can all unmute now if you know.
Nothing new, but I ate a lot of yogurt.
Okay.